We want to ensure that our kids live in a nation that is safe, happy, healthy, and fair. And so this election,
we're voting for Joe Biden.
NBA star Steph Curry and his wife Aisha are stirring controversy over their letter to city officials to scratch a plan for multi-family homes in one of the country's most expensive zip codes. The couple cites major concerns for the proposed townhomes, which will be located directly behind their California mansion.
This video is brought to you by The Occultium Store. The Occultium Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 50% off items right here on the clearance rack. Man, all your favorite stuff, we doing 50% off. I'm almost ashamed, but we got brand new stuff that we're trying to bring out that's actually off the chain. And so get that stuff out of here so we can get some new products in. My book is available right now for $25 for the signed copy. And we have all of the Tatum new premium merch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best quality jacket you're going to get, and flannel. And we got some of the new products called Love. We got our Love line coming out, our noggin hats. I mean, all these things that we have are available for you are high quality. We ship them within 24 hours or 48 hours, depending on if it's a weekend. And you're going to get the best product in the conservative movement. So go on, link is in the description section. Use discount code GOD1ST. Get 20% off the entire store. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get into this. NBA star Steph Curry moves to block low-income housing near his $30 million mansion. He endorsed Biden in 2022. In 2020.
We want to ensure that our kids live in a nation that is safe, happy, healthy, and fair. And so this election,
we're voting for Joe Biden.
And he is coming out very clear that he is opposed to the low-income housing development.
Entire White House staff, thank y'all for welcoming us here.
Steph Curry and his championship Golden State Warriors got a warm welcome at the Biden White House less than 2 weeks ago, and right after he talked about skipping a similar visit during the presidency of Donald Trump.
The vibe is obviously different in the sense of, accepting people from different walks, different backgrounds, and actually walking that walk.
But the MVP and his wife are not so welcoming of a 3-story townhouse project planned for this property in what's apparently a literal case of NIMBY. In a letter to the city of Atherton, Steph and Aisha Curry wrote, "We hesitate to add to the not in our backyard rhetoric, but we wanted to send a note before today's meeting. Safety and privacy for us and our kids continues to be our top priority, and one of the biggest reasons we chose Atherton as home. State law requires all cities to offer more affordable housing, so zoning for a higher density project is being considered at a special city council meeting."
And this is just one of the ways that Atherton is proposing to do that. Just one of the parcels where they're thinking we're going to essentially change it from what it currently is now, which is 1 mansion per acre, to 20 homes per acre, potentially.
Atherton is pretty much all mansions right now. According to Realtor.com, it is America's richest city with an average home sale price of $8.2 million. The Currys recently moved up court from one Atherton estate into a bigger $30 million property. The couple writes that should the new townhouse project proceed, we ask that the town commits to investing in considerably taller fencing and landscaping to block sight lines onto our family's property.
It said a pretty plain, reasonable thing, like we are concerned about privacy, and it is reasonable for the most famous basketball player on earth to care about privacy.
Now, you should not want them to add low-income housing in an area where there's $30 million mansions. But the hypocrisy, though, it was in an attempt by Steph Curry, who was the fifth highest paid athlete in the world last year, according to Forbes, to prevent undesirables from crowding the area around his home in California. Atherton is one of the most exclusive communities in the USA, with Forbes ranking it as the most exclusive or most expensive zip code in the country this year. The Curry family also petitioned the local government to build fencing.
Build that wall, 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 Build that wall
around their home to protect the family from watchful eyes if they couldn't block the new families from going into their neighborhood. Should that not be sufficient for the state, we ask that the town commit to investing in considerable taller fencing and landscaping to block sight lines onto our family's property. The only reason I'm talking about this is because these people are hypocrites. They're the first ones to come out and say immigration is, we need immigration. You know, you guys hate, Donald Trump hates Mexicans and stuff, all this so crazy stuff. But then why don't you let people who live in your house, people that may be low income, people without education, live around your house? Because you understand that the property value will go down, crime will go up, and you don't have safety and privacy. It's the same, similar to what families are dealing with who are living in these border towns. They are unsafe, cartel members, gang members, MS-13, lawless individuals are living in their community. And people like Steph Curry, I believe, would shun people like that for even having a nerve to say something like that. But look at what they're doing. And I would argue that this is totally fine. If you ask me, I'd be doing the same thing. I'm a petition. I don't want nobody living near me that ain't acting right. Get it. I don't want you in my neighborhood. Put them down the street. Especially if I made an investment into this house and then y'all gonna run it down to the flow. And don't tell me that it don't happen, because I seen it happen. We used to live in Crowley. Crowley was a nice little middle class area. Oh, they moved the projects right across the tracks. And I remember people used to be out there walking their dogs, and it was just a friendly community. Me and my, we had to be home before it get dark, but we used to go to my friend's house. We'd be hooping all night. My daddy, we ain't had no cell phones. We riding our bikes, we hooping, we having a good time in the neighborhood, safe. Oh, they moved the hoodlums in there, and they tore the whole community up. Now the sports team went to the state championship, but the community was just torn down. The schools are now hood now they're low performing and all this other stuff. But it makes sense why. And to be honest, it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with you making an investment in your community and property.